We have FOMC tomorrow, and I've only taken one trade so far this week, and that was yesterday on Monday. So far, Tuesday is looking like I'm going to end off the day with 0 trades, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I haven't took a trade today. I was looking for an opportunity today, but it just did not present itself in the way I wanted it to. So you can see the market is live right now, and I'm going to show you guys what I wanted earlier. So basically, if we look at the macro context right here, we're just grinding down a little bit. There was some good selling and continuation, but it was just really slow, as you can see with these 15-minute candles. We got a good one to start the day off early in the morning, and I was looking for a form of continuation. But when it continued down, it was just wicking up, went down, wicking sideways, went down, wicking up, went down, wicking down and up. So it wasn't the best selling that I wanted. So that's why I did not take a trade today. That's the macro side of it. Now, if you look on the 2-minute chart, another thing, I switched to the 2-minute. I was using the 1 minute for a long time, but I'm just not a fan of the noise anymore. It did more harm than good. So I figured, you know what? Let me just take it to the 2-minute. I might miss a precise entry, but it's going to be a higher quality decision because of the lack of noise. So that's the reason I went up to the 2-minute. But right here, basically, this is what I was looking for today. We saw the purple building liquidity with the orange. Orange ended up never appearing again. It appeared briefly like around here, but it wasn't relevant enough that I charted it. But I saw this purple building liquidity, and then we saw the yellow combined with the purple. So this could have been a good trade. You can see right here. After it broke out of purple, you could have got it the nested right shoulder here because we got the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. I didn't take it. I was a little slow on it, and I wanted more confirmation because I wasn't sold on the purple yet. And the yellow just briefly appeared, so that's why I didn't take it. Now I wanted the same thing to happen here, but the yellow appeared, which is good because, again, the less steep an algorithm is for the opposing side, the stronger it is. So this is the weakest buying algorithm, but it's the strongest liquidity build for the bears. So right here, we broke, but we didn't build a right shoulder. So what does that mean? We're going to create a nested right shoulder. We kind of got it here, but I just wasn't a fan of it. So I looked for yet one more structure right here, but the selling, it just wasn't to my liking. So I just did not take the trade. It appeared, you could argue that it appeared briefly, like right here. This is what I saw it live. I'm sorry, not this, the yellow. It appeared for like one candle, and I guess you could have somewhat taken it. So right here, left shoulder, head, and then you got the nested right for 2 candles, and then it boom went down here to the take target. Now this is really close to support. Another reason why I did not take it, and I wasn't a fan of the structure. It didn't seem pinpoint enough. Like right here, this was a pretty good trade, but everything else I was just not really a fan of, if I'm being honest. Right here, you can see this white building liquidity on the macro frame. We got somewhat of a handle here, but I think we just needed to dig a little deeper if we were going to get that. So we broke out a little bit, but ideally maybe during power hour, because again, we are still live. It's about 1:30 p.m. So maybe for the final 30, we get somewhat of a structure like that, right? And then to break us out higher. If you look out here, though, we're going to want to at least test this level. But even now, the buying, it's weak. We're grinding up. It's not ideal. So it's nothing we didn't expect because tomorrow it is FOMC. So we're going to see Jerome Powell spike us to the moon. Is he even in charge anymore? Last time I checked, Trump didn't even want this fucking dude in office, right? But we're going to see what the feds want to do. And hopefully around that power hour time, we get good confirmation to hopefully send us to either, here's the thing, if the news, and this is not a signal, but I'm just saying, if the news is really good, if Jerome Powell comes out with a suit and tie and he says good morning instead of good afternoon, right, he fucks something up, it's going all the way down here to 200. But if he's, he got a smile, white teeth, he got, really nice tie on, it's going to go all the way to that 20-day. Like, those are clear averages. Now, if nothing wants to happen, then we're just going to go ahead and thread along the 5-day up and down. So that's pretty much it what to expect. I mean, the thing about FOMC, the market sets up beautifully. It kind of grinds for a bit just to have clear targets, usually a Bollinger, right? If you look at the daily, right, we're over here at the bottom Bollinger. So it could go to that 200 where that Bollinger meets. That's what I'm predicting at least because, I mean, visually it's obvious. You can see we tried breaking above. Another thing, we tried breaking above the previous high of day, and we just did not do that. We tried, but we failed, and we haven't even gone lower. So we're kind of just in a range today. And then the upper Bollinger's right here. I don't think that's realistic, but 20-day, that seems pretty realistic. Again, it's about, what, $10 away, $9 away. So for FOMC, it's not impossible. It's still a little bit far away, but it's probably going to go down a little bit more by tomorrow. So we'll go ahead and see. That was my thought process for today, and I'm going to show you guys what I learned yesterday, a more advanced technique, why I didn't take the initial break right here, why I waited for that nested and actually saved me money, because if I would have taken the break right here instead of waiting for the nested, I would have just got it stopped out exactly how I did yesterday. I'm going to show you guys. So it's better just to wait for that right shoulder with a second structure. Worst case, you miss it. Right here, perfect example. Left shoulder, head, breaks early. I take the retest right here on the head. I didn't wait for the right shoulder. Rookie mistake. I got off for break even, but I ended up getting stopped out. But then look what happens. We had the purple. This yesterday was beautiful. Yesterday I should have made a bunch of money, but I didn't. Purple builds liquidity, breaks down. Purple builds liquidity again. We don't get that second touch point for a good confirmation. So what do? Let it break down, build that nested right shoulder. Boom, microstructure right here, left head, and then you just take it on break right here. That was just absolutely beautiful. Ideally, whenever there's a nested right shoulder, you could just honestly take the break, especially early morning before noon. If the right shoulder isn't nested, I will usually take the retest. Worst case, you miss the trade. You're not really missing trades. It's just clues for the next setup. So that's here. And you can see the same thing applies here at the macro context. Blue, we break out. Blue builds liquidity again. It didn't really dig that deep, and we just kind of got this giant candle. I'm not sure if this was a news or a tweet. I wasn't trading. I usually don't trade past noon, but you could have caught this if you got in earlier here. Harder trade to take, right? It's a relatively harder trade to take. But if you got filled, then good job. You made a fucking shit ton of money in one candle. So that's the daily review. We'll go ahead and make a separate video this week. Or if I take another trade today, I'll let you guys know. But it's not looking like it so far. I'll probably just let the cup complete and then get a second structure like this. Ideally, we get a cup, handle, right? Or we build a structure again. Again, same pattern appears. We get that nested right shoulder for that power hour. See, look at you. I kind of like just used my eye to draw it, but this is going to happen like the final 10 minutes if it does. And it's a gamble, so just take a lotto, get ready to lose all your money or make a shit ton. Again, light position, or we get something here. So, but I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go ahead and record for my gaming channel. King at King the Games. Go fucking follow me. Don't be a pussy or a bitch. Just follow me. Sorry. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, y'all. Thanks. Like and subscribe.